Innovation, innovation, innovation tech news.
Hey ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. It is Wednesday, March 24th of 2021. Unfortunately, the first story for today is going to be somber. It's about the heartbreaking story of 10 people who had died in a supermarket shooting in Boulder, Colorado, which also included the death of a police officer. Here's Mika with more information on this topic.
10 people, including a police officer, were shot and killed at a supermarket in Boulder, Colorado on Monday. This is the second mass shooting in the U.S. in a week, and at a news conference late Monday, authorities said the assailant was wounded and in custody receiving hospital treatment. Citing the ongoing investigation, authorities didn't reveal his name or any details about the shooting, but here are some details we do know so far. The suspect's identity was not immediately released, but officials said he was the only person to receive non-fatal injuries. The carnage occurred around 2:30 p.m. local time at King Soopers in Boulder, which is about 25 miles northwest of Denver and home to the University of Colorado. Among the victims were a police officer identified as Eric Talley, who was 51. He went to the store after a call about shots fired and someone carrying a rifle. The shooting comes days after 8 people were killed by a gunman at 3 spas in around Atlanta. The slain officer was identified as Eric Talley, who had been at the Duluth Police Department since 2010. Boulder Police Chief Maris Harold said he went to the store after a call about shots fired and someone carrying a rifle, she said. Dozens of police and emergency vehicles, their lights flashing, escorted an ambulance carrying out the officer from the shooting scene after nightfall. Some of the residents stood along the route, their arms raised in a salute. As of late Monday, the identities of the 9 victims were not disclosed as police were still notifying family members. The story is still getting updated, so we will have to see what the future holds. Stay safe. Innovation Tech, out.
As this marks another deadly shooting that took place in the U.S., our Rachel's Challenge theme came from the Columbine school shooting. We try to use these themes as a way to recognize one another and to create a balance of kindness between each other. This makes it so that everyone can look at each other in a better perspective, especially as respect is the theme of the month. As April break approaches with summer not too far behind, it seems that the mornings are a lot more colder than in the afternoon. Will this continue to occur? Find out more with Nate on the weather.
Hello everybody! Today's temperature high is going to be 61 degrees with a temperature low of about 47 degrees. It may be sunny for me, but for you guys, it's going to be quite gloomy. Because for you guys, it's going to be very cloudy, and it's going to be raining up until 4, 5, and maybe 6. So make sure you wear something that'll help keep you dry from the rain. Now let's head on over to the long range. Tomorrow's temperature high is going to be 76 degrees with a temperature low of about 56 degrees, so it's going to be quite warm. It's also going to be partly cloudy, so you'll get sun and clouds. Let's head on back to me outside. As you can see, it's going to be nice and warm tomorrow without any chance of rain. That'll be all. Innovation Tech, out.
March is also Women's History Month, and today we'll be highlighting a woman that is most famous for being the first woman aviator to fly across the Atlantic. She also became an author to write about her pilot experiences. Heading over to Natalie with more on this story.
Amelia Mary Earhart was an American aviation pioneer and author. She was also the first female aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. She wrote best-selling books about her flying experiences. She started her flying experience in her 20s, in 1928, by becoming the first female passenger to cross the Atlantic by airplane. During an attempt at becoming the first female to complete a flight around the globe in 1937, Earhart and the navigator Fred Noonan disappeared over the Central Pacific Ocean near Howland Island. She was an inspiration to many, and her contributions are appreciated. Innovation Tech, out.
Hi, Innovation Tech.
Hello.
Hello.
I bet you're wondering.
Bet you're wondering.
Bet you're wondering.
So, break is coming up soon, right?
Yes.
And we, News, are doing a photo
Competition.
competition.
Yes. We want you to give us your photos for break.
Yes.
You're limited to 2, by the way.
Yes, and they have to be due by Monday, which is the 5th at 8:20. So basically,
Yes.
right before class starts.
Yes.
Now, David, what kind of pictures can I take over break?
You can take a picture of a tree. You can take a picture of you and your friends. A picture of your dog. Yeah.
But yeah, and the best photo may get a prize.
Maybe.
Maybe. We don't know yet.
We haven't figured it out.
Haven't figured it out. Haven't figured out the details.
Yes. Also, give us your pictures at itnews@innovationtech.us
Yes. Right here, or here,
or wherever it is.
or wherever it is.
Wherever it is.
Wow.
Wow.
Innovation Tech out.
Innovation Tech out.
Just before we go, remember to keep track of your grades as the third marking period is almost over. Thank you. Have a wonderful Wednesday.
Innovation, 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 Innovation Tech News.